Well, hey Capricorn, welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising signs of Capricorn for the entire month of February 2021. And if you didn't get a chance to take a look at the intro where I did the explanation of the calendar of events, the astrological stuff, then go back and take a look at it. But there's obviously going to be a couple of big moments this particular month where, you know, Capricorn is going to be all up in it, so to speak. So what we're aiming to do here, specifically when we get to the mid-month and then the end of the month, when we go into the Grand Trine, I know that there's some big things that are going to affect your energies in different ways. So, again, if you don't resonate with this, if you're reading this as your sun sign, then make sure you do take a look at your moon and your rising sign to get the full rest of the details. So what we're doing this month is we're pulling a row that represents each week of the month, and then at the end of the row, we're going to pull an oracle card so that we can get a piece of advice from Spirit about what needs to happen. The cards are not necessarily meant to be days of the week as much as it is the energy of that particular week. So they come out the way that they come out. I'm not going to reorder them. Is there anything else for Capricorn for this first week? No, thank you. Where needed, we will go ahead and clarify it with our Psychic Tarot deck. And so we will get that one ready here for this card that's in reverse. But let's see what we've got. We have the Seven of Abundance next to the Two of Abundance, next to the Healer of Abundance. And then we have the Five of Swords in reverse, which is a great position for that card to be in. So let's break this down. We have the Seven of Abundance, or the Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Coin, however you learned the terminology, talking about hard work being able to be paid off here. You're going to see a return on the investment for that hard work. However, it's not time to pull the fruit off of the tree just yet. It needs a little bit more time to finish its ripening process, okay? So while you're doing that, again, and it's Mercury retrograde, use this time to do something differently and rest and or plan, you know, patience and planning, okay? The Two of Abundance that's sitting here is talking about being able to balance two types of situations that are there, and or you might be feeling like you're a little bit out of balance. Working two jobs, working a regular job and a side gig, all the things that have to happen with parents, with all the 15,000 places that you have to go, you know, just trying to make things work. What's important to help you with that balance is to play. And I know that sounds really kind of silly, but honestly, literally, it really does help. Physical play, physical dance, walking, anything that gets your body moving and away from whatever situation it is that you're doing. It's the easiest way to align your chakras back up, okay? But being childlike and making play out of the work as you do it, being playful. And also when you're trying to balance and you're being given credit for being able to multitask in a very beautiful way, so you're not dropping something, that there's also a lot of skill that is involved in trying to go there. So the advice for you for the Two of Pentacles is really to just put a little bit more play into how it is that you're trying to balance those things. And then it'll be a little bit easier for you if you feel like you need that extra support, okay? And then we get over to one of my favorite queens. We have the Queen of Pentacles that's sitting here. And, you know, the advice is to always make sure that you realize that you are a creative person and you're innovative. And you are destined to succeed with the different things that need to happen, especially an opportunity to expand on your career, okay? Her advice, though, is always make sure that you leave time for your family. So the King and Queen, I can't remember who else I said this to. They had the pair, but the King independently and the Queen independently, you always have to remember, are taking care of a kingdom. And that kingdom includes themselves as well, okay? And their family. So always make sure that you are taking care and taking time to be playful and be appreciative of the abundance of time that you have really with your family. It also indicates that there is potentially a gift that's coming to you, And the gift that's coming to you has something to do with beauty, just so that you're aware. I don't know, it could be painting of a house. It could be roses. It could be any of those things, but there's a gift that's coming to you, and it's going to be something that's very beautiful. Okay. So this Five of Thought that's in reverse, I really love this card in reverse, because what it means is that you have overcome a situation and where you were battling someone and cutting harshly with words. And it's seeing and getting to a point of picking your battles with ease and grace. And it looks like you did that. But I'm going to be nosy, and we're going to ask for a clarifier on why the Five of Swords is in reverse. Does it have anything to do with our pentacles up in here? Money, energy. They want me to say that, you know, the energy of money is energy. Money is energy. Think of it as a person. Sometimes it might be easier if you just think of money as being like a person that you can hug and you can touch and you can give a high five to and you could say thank you to. When you show appreciation to the energy of money, money comes to you. So what we have here is love beginning. We actually have the Ace of, wow, we have the Ace of Cups that's sitting here. So if you did get into an argument with someone about money, then that's going to be corrected. Yes, they're saying that there's a direction that is going to be restored for you. Whatever challenge that you have run into is back on its good graces, and that situation is being healed with love. And there you go. So good for you. Congratulations for you on getting that type of stuff out. Now, for this week, we're going to pull the Oracle of the Dragons to see what advice the dragons would like to give to you, Capricorns, this first week of February. Okay. Ooh, there we go. The Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. And it's also capable of expanding your crown chakra for illumination so that you can walk the higher spiritual path. So when the Ace of Cups shows up in this, and you've got the rainbow, and then you've got the, you know, it's almost like Archangel Gabriel covering you with this kind of just this beautiful love and grace. It very often is them pouring in spiritual upgrades for you. It is something that's really happening, especially if you're letting go of ill will and some other things that are happening. So when you are open to higher learning and then wisdom, that's definitely what you're going to get. So if you are already an open individual, then you might start seeing more activity in your crown chakra. Nothing to be scared of, but if you've got questions, reach out and we'll talk about it. But if you know, you know. Okay, so now let's move on for our Capricorns in the second week of February. Thank you, thank you, thank you, angels. What would you like to share? First card out, the Healer of Emotion. So now we've got the Queen of Cups sitting here. You've got two queens on the ground. Something awesome's your way. Then you've got the Ace of Wands. That's the Ace of Action in this one. Okay, so we have the Healer of Thought, okay, which is in reverse. That now is the Queen of Swords in reverse. That's not necessarily a bad thing. What's going down here? Two more cards, they said. Nope, thank you. I'll shuffle that again. Healer of Emotion. So you've got to follow your heart. You've got to follow your heart with something. This is also another indicator on a spiritual level that someone is definitely very open, and their psychic gifts are going to support you in some fashion. Okay. What else? The advice again is that you need to make sure that you are balanced, including nurturing your own self. Okay, you got to nurture your own self so that you have the energy to support and play with other people. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Then you got the Ace of Action that sits here that says, I'm going to shuffle that again. It's a great time to actually take advantage of starting a new business. There are great opportunities to support you with whatever it is that you want to do. But they are saying that something that you want to do, you've been procrastinating on, and now it's time to kind of get the lead out. So in the astral review that I did say like around the 4th of the month that the moon was going to square Mercury. And around that time is where you need to start pulling out the different projects and ideas of things that you have on the back burner, because now is the time to start working on dusting those off. So that really supports in alignment. There we go. Here we go. We're going to take everything that we've got here. The Healer of Thought. So we have now the Queen of Swords in reverse. So perhaps you're utilizing this time to declutter. That's really kind of what's going on here during retrograde. You are cutting people out that are not supporting you. You're saying no to things that are affecting you, which is great. Because of that, because you're doing it with ease and grace, you're being granted the 6 of coin, the 6 of abundance, which is a gift. You need to accept this gift with gratitude and harmony and humility. And this gift is going to be generous enough to be able for you to share the bounty with somebody else. Be assured that you should definitely take care of that action because they're giving it to you so that you can be the blessing portal for somebody else. Okay. The 3 of Thought that shows up here is a little bit interesting. It does mean that there's some sadness and really the sadness is in yourself. Is exactly what they're telling me. The sadness is in yourself, and you need to remember that you are not a perfect individual. All of us have things to do and work on, and that you need to forgive yourself, and you need to let go of any burden. It's time for you to ask for help for some things that you've been trying to do all by yourself, Capricorn. It's time to let go and take care of delegating, especially in your personal life, okay? You need to, in your personal life, you need to delegate things. If you need help around the house, Mom, or Dad, or Grandma, or however your household happens to look, you need to ask for help. You need to be helpful and harmonious so that you can be giving that love directly and back to other people. Angels, what advice do you have for our Capricorns this second week with all of this Queen energy on the board? Well, I know I nailed it, but what else do you want to tell them? Wow, that was fast. Take a step back. La. There you go. Take a step back. You need to review kind of what's in front of you, and that really kind of goes along with this one here. You've got to be able to step back from the situation, and you got to be able to delegate. Okay? That's exactly what needs to happen. Because as soon as you put more energy and emphasis into yourself, then you clearly have more energy to give to other people, ideas, projects, whatever the case may be, right? So take your rest, basically, is what you're being told to do, because you're getting ready to do something really great, and you're going to have a big reward here. So you might as well rest up and utilize the energy of Mercury retrograde to do that, okay? Now let's find out what we have going on for our Cappies here in the 3rd week of February. Organization. We actually have the Aries energy of the King of, wait, what did I just say? Yeah. Sorry about that. We have the Emperor that's sitting here talking about organization. Then we have the 3 of Wands watching our ships come in a sense. Then we have the Ace of Thought. That's the clarity that we're looking for. And then, there we go. This was meant to be upright. Thank you. Are there any other cards for the 3rd week, please? Concluded. Thank you. This is great. This is great. This is super great. I love it. So, when the moon does its little dance here and does its sextile with Pluto, Capricorn, you've got some great stuff. The other thing that's coming up here is that Aries itself is in conjunct with Chiron. And this all happens just before President's Day, around Valentine's Day, before President's Day. So yeah, you're definitely turning the energy and you're utilizing it that way. Your plans are going to be on target. You just need to take that rest. You need to ask for help, okay? Make sure that you are open to being creative, and then gently being guided by logic is the thing. Instead of being over or authoritarian about something, be open also to ask for help from someone that knows more about the business than you do, so that you can make sure that you're not spinning your wheels for no reason. And then things are going to start to work out beautifully. Okay, you've got to call in the help. Okay, your ships are coming in. It's time now for you to decide what that project is going to turn out to be, and or what is the next project that you want to be able to build upon with this particular project, or if you're ready to take on something new. You may be willing to, or may be asked to be more involved with, because it's not move. It definitely isn't. What is it that you call it? What is it that you call it? You may be asked to help somebody present presentations like Zoom or like that type of stuff. Be prepared that you might be asked to do that, okay? The other thing is that you've got the congratulations from the Ace of Thought sitting here, the Ace of Swords. You're going to be able to very clearly communicate with people. You're going to be able to be right on course of action. You're not going to let any bullshit like stop you. You know exactly what you're doing and how you're going to get there. And then you end up with the Six of Swords, moving in the right direction, moving out of craziness into a beautiful position. So peace is on the horizon for you. So this is really good. I wish I could stop the reading right here, but I know that you have another big week that's coming up. So let's go ahead and just say, let's pull the Oracle, the Radiant Oracle out. What other advice do you have for our Capricorns this third week of February, please? That's great. The Emperor, to see the Emperor here is in this energy is, and all he's saying is just get organized and ask for help if you need it. I think that's fantastic. It boils down to principle. Okay. So this is Sagittarius energy with that Jupiter. So it boils down to principle, and I'm going to call out the sun and the moon here. Balance. Okay, it's all about balance and the principle of the thing that you're working for. So now we're going to go ahead and move into the very last week. I'm super excited to see like what comes up for you guys this last week. Okay, what did I do with my deck? Oh, here we go. Okay, so last week of February. First card out, Nine of Action. Okay, that is the Nine of Rods or the Nine of Wands in reverse. Got to stick up for yourself. Got to stick up for yourself. What else? You're letting your guard down in a sense from something, and you're being told not to do that. Protect what is yours. Helper of Emotion comes out. My goodness. Oops, I beg your pardon. We have the Knight of Cups here to help you with that emotional piece, or that's the message that's coming through. It is possible that someone new is going to be showing up for you. It does talk about the fact that there's some proposals that are out there, not necessarily always wedding. It can be business, but it can be wedding as well. Okay. So the Knight of Emotion, whatever comes forward or towards you really is an honest and heartfelt offer though. Okay. Two more cards. Thank you. Major Arcana card here. Judgment, review and contemplation. So you do have the ability to be proud of yourself as you've contemplated what's been going on. They do in some areas for the spiritual people for sure. They want you to know that you need to get clear and contemplate about what your direction is as far as your spiritual purpose is concerned. Otherwise, they're saying here you've been utilizing good judgment and just to continue to be the real you, be the authentic self that you are. Okay. Last card, please. Ooh. Well, let's double check. There it is. The Eight of Thought. Yes, you are going to walk out of feeling as though you are feeling sticky or stuck in a situation. You realize internally at some point when you go through this review and contemplation that you are not holding yourself back anymore. You're going to make a promise to yourself to not be stuck, to not be in an unhappy situation. You're not going to wait for someone to come rescue you. You are no longer feeling restricted, or you should not feel restricted, okay? You can do what you want to do when you want to do it at any time. So that's just a little bit of stinking thinking that you have the capability of getting past very, very quickly. Okay. I do want to focus on this 9 of action. Why is the 9 of rods in reverse here? Because everything else looks gorgeous. Why are we not sticking up for ourselves here? What's going on? There we go. We actually have 2 cards and we're going to take them, they said. So the first card that comes out is the Ace of Rods in reverse, passion. And then the second one is partnerships and alliances. So the advice is you're working hard to get something going, and you may have a new person or a new individual that's going to pop in to support. The only thing that they're asking you to do is call on the protection of the angels to help you with this business partnership and alliance, okay? This would be the 3 of Rods. So whatever it is that you're thinking about here, because this is the same card, as far as the next step or the next phase, make sure that you are not letting your boundaries go. This is your project. You need to stay on top of it, so that that partnership or whatever it is that you're calling into yourself will be well. And then, you know, like I said, this proposal that comes up, it's very likely you just have to review and contemplate, and not let anything hold you back internally, because nothing really is. You'd be the only person that would be stopping yourself from success at this point. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our last oracle, which is our sacred geometry card. There's a crystal suggestion on here that I will go ahead and give to you, although the messaging that's getting ready to come up here is going to be more about the actual sacred geometry itself for you guys. Overall, this has been a really, really good reading. So whatever new business venture that you're going on, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I can just feel, I don't understand how, I don't know how to explain it to him. I feel this 6 of abundance. I feel this energetic balance of being high. And I don't mean high like that, but you know what I mean. Just elevated. I mean, being completely elevated. You also got 2 cards from the Sacred Geometry deck. Okay, so transformation and miracles. So transformation and miracles are here for you in order to help you see and feel that. You're being asked to listen to the 528 hertz music. You can Google it here on YouTube, Google it or YouTube it here. Just put that frequency in. That particular frequency will help you to get to the point where you recognize your transformative capabilities. Okay. And then the second card that pops out here is the ancient sound frequencies, which is why they pulled this up. So for explanation purposes, ancient sound frequencies help to rebalance energy, your personal frequency, and then all over vibration. This is a master card that's coming out here. So for the spiritual individual, this is really going to take you to that next level. And so let me just go ahead and pull out 27 just to see what they say about that frequency. Okay, not that one. They are saying for crystals, for sure, you can use rose quartz, kunzite, pink tourmaline, or Herkimer diamond if you happen to have it. The other color that you could work with if you don't happen to have those crystals is going to be yellow and green. And really those are meant to be supportive of the heart chakra in order to bring this in, because in your heart, in your feels here, that is where you're going to make the most creative change for yourself. Now let me go through and just see if there's anything specific or extra. Oh, Herkimer diamond. It's the one that's the compatible one for both of these, within both cards. But the practical application of this healing is that it's going to support you from rebalancing on a cellular level. And the other thing that they do say, if you don't have those tools, is writing will be supportive for you. So journaling and writing things down will really help you. But even if you take a still of these 2 cards here, frequency 1, and then take a look at the geometry in frequency 2, and you meditate with it or print it out or do whatever it is that you need to do, these frequencies are definitely going to be able to support you. They definitely say 528, but they wanted you to understand why you were doing it. Okay, so Capricorn, again, this is really a great reading. This is a great reading for you. You just need to take the advice of the angels here, okay? Open yourself to higher learning, spiritual person, okay? Get ready to take yourself to the next level within your spiritual journey. Ask for the help that you need and get organized with it. Going within is going to be a very critical thing for you, so that you are balanced, so that you can own your own frequency and then have enough to give away to your family or this other business that's getting ready to come in for you. Utilize this period of the retrograde to the best of your ability. And then here by this trine at the end of the month, you're going to be in some fantastic shape. Again, to close this off, if you looked at this as your sun sign and it didn't really completely resonate with you, that's 100% and totally fine. Make sure that you take a look at your sun sign and your ascendant sign, which is your rising sign, and then also your moon sign, okay? And try to find those nuggets within each of the 3 readings that really like sticks together, because that is 100% the message that is meant for you. Otherwise, if you are looking for some personal one-to-one support, I'm open and available to take bookings. Just hit the details below in the description box, and then I'm happy to support you if that's what you would like to do. Otherwise, Capricorn, you are in good shape. You are covered. Want to say thank you so much for taking the time with me, and we will see you in March. Bye for now.